You're tuned in to The Andrew Lawton Show.
Often the firearms approaches that we see are about what can we do to get in the way of Canadians from owning firearms. Whereas in Alberta, they've actually taken it. This is in large part due to Jason Kenney's appointment of Terry Bryant and Terry Bryant's continued work under the Danielle Smith government to make a customer service focus central to the Alberta firearms. And again, it didn't come up in the interview there, but the Alberta government has said to the federal government, we will not direct any police resources to be used to confiscate these firearms. So the federal government kind of had its hands tied because they cannot direct Alberta's police officers. Even when the RCMP is working in Alberta, it's under contract and license to the Alberta government, so they cannot take their orders from Ottawa. So, game, set, match right there. I also spoke about this with Justice Minister Mickey Amery in Alberta to get more the government political side of that same discussion I had with Terry Bryant. This is my chat with Minister Amry.
Why is the firearms landscape for Albertans so different than it is in several other provinces right now? What's your government been doing to make that happen?
Well, first and foremost, I want to tell you that per capita, Alberta has the highest rate of gun ownership, law-abiding gun ownership in the entire country. And so guns are near and dear to many Albertans for sport, for survival, for any number of reasons. I think that's an important component. We're working on developing one of the leading chief firearm offices in the country. It is being led by our resident expert, the Chief Firearms Officer, Terry Bryant, who has likely the most experience and probably the most knowledge when it comes to legal gun ownership in the country. I'm tremendously proud of the way that office is moving. It is taking on a leading role both within Alberta and providing services potentially to other provinces across Canada in helping them develop their own offices as well. And so there are many things that I'm proud about when it comes to our firearms program, the Chief Firearms Office, and the Firearms Officer. And this is something that I think makes Alberta very unique.
So many of the laws and regulations are federal. So do you feel a bit handcuffed in a way? I mean, are there enough areas where the province can really exercise a bit of autonomy on this issue? Yeah,
and I fully acknowledge that there are certain barriers and challenges when it comes to our federal counterparts. But one of the key components here is that we are going to be a voice of reason every time we approach this issue. A few weeks ago, I wrote to the Public Safety Minister suggesting that we need to put the gun confiscation program on hold for 2 years. Immediately after that, we received the wonderful news that they were going to do that. That suggests to me that the program was not nearly ready, that it was not well reasoned, it was not well grounded in the philosophies that the federal government has providing to Canadians. That 2-year period will allow us to assess our position and assess our strategies going forward. I will also say this: we've taken a number of different approaches when it comes to existing court cases as they relate to the gun programs here in this province and the federal initiatives, and we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to assess each and every one on its merits. We'll continue to take the approach of Albertans first. Law-abiding Albertans should be able to own guns and use them in ways that are appropriate where and whenever they want to.
That extension of the amnesty, I think, delays the confiscation, but it doesn't do anything about Alberta gun store owners who have been sitting on tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars of inventory, gun owners that haven't been able to take their guns to the range or do anything with them for years. Is there any message to these people? Is there anything that can be done apart from waiting for a change in the federal landscape?
Well, certainly I want all of those individuals to know, all of those business owners, all the people that invested a tremendous amount in their businesses and in their futures, that we are doing everything we can, whether it's through political pressure, whether it's through addressing it through our courts, whether it's going to Ottawa and advocating on behalf of gun owners and business owners relating to that industry. I am well aware of some of the things that these business owners are struggling with. My heart goes out to them. I want to make sure that all of them know that we're doing everything we can within the realm and the limitations that we have to make sure that their views are being addressed in a constant way to our federal counterparts. This is a province that prides itself on being business friendly, on promoting and ensuring the growth of businesses in this province, and we want to continue with that reputation for many decades to come.
Thanks for listening to The Andrew Lawton Show. Support the program by donating to True North at www.tnc.news.